Hey y'all, it's your girl S. Nova, the Universal Donor, and I'd like to welcome you back to the Little Empress Tarot Oracle, acronym S.E.T.ORACLE. Welcome to the set. What's set? Full set, all to nail, son. Thank you so much for visiting at S.E.T. Oracle. And finally at 20 subscribers. Yay! You guys like me. Alright, that's your time. So, please keep liking, please keep sharing, please keep subscribing. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Y'all already know how we get down on that. And all right, let's get to it. You know, this week we are on the detailed decks. The detailed decks are the smaller ones. But we do get basic messages from the big picture. So, what's on the bottom? We got, I cared for you until I didn't. And rooster. Release negative emotions, clutter beliefs that no longer serve your purpose. So it's pretty much telling me that don't even worry about it. This person that cared and then they didn't care, don't even worry about it. And then at one point you cared until you didn't. You're releasing what does not serve you. Chiron retrograde. Turn your pain into strength. You know, you're letting go of all of that. It's also giving me the chickens are coming home to roost. Somebody's going to be honest about something. And something's going to be very direct. Some information is going to be direct. Maybe you're going to be direct and say, look, I don't even give a flying about this no more. You feel me? I don't care what you do. I let that go. I relinquished it. I'm moving on in my life. Yes, I am a wounded healer, but I am transmuting that energy because I am turning my pain into strength. Chiron retrograde in Aries. So I shuffled my decks really, really good. And I'm going to see which deck I'm going to choose today. Usually I don't do it like this, but I feel like it. So, eeny, meeny, miny, moe, catch a piggy by the tail. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe, catch a piggy by the tail. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe, catch a piggy by the tail. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. I'm telling my age by the game I'm playing, but nostalgic memories. We're going to shuffle these up again. This is a collective read. What's down at the bottom? PTSD, witness to traumatic events. So you might have gone through some things, some type of bullying, violent assaults, you know, just somebody trying to affect who you are on a social level, spiritual, emotional, and physical. But you know what? You don't even care about it no more. You're over this. You're in your healing stage. You feel me? So I mean, whatever. They don't even matter like that. But this is a collective read, all signs included. Take what resonates, leave what does not, and don't trip potato chip because you already know you got that dip. You feel me? So, Father God, ancestors, most high, angels, and demons alike, I ask that you grant the collective the serenity to accept the things that they cannot change, the courage to change the things that they can, and the wisdom to know the difference. All right. We're going to get it popping with one more shuffle. Spread like wildfire. People that might have witnessed this go on with you, they're now talking about it. They witnessed the bullying. They witnessed the violence, the combativeness, the accidents. It's people talking about this, man. Ooh, they talking about what people did to do you bad. And they talking about how you moved on. They talking about how you moved on. What was the other one? Yeah. That's how you moved on from negative things that no longer served you. They know what all of these people did, and they know how you moved right through it like it wasn't Nathan. Seventh Amendment, right to jury or trial. You might be able to sue somebody for whatever was done to you. Blue pill in reverse. I always forget what the blue pill was. I think the blue pill was to go back into slumber. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, guys. But it's in reverse. So the red pill. So they wanted, you're like, it's almost like saying, now that you know the real, you're going to take, you can sue. Now that you know what was up, you don't even care about it like that. But if you wanted to, you could possibly sue. Or they wanted to really take you through something, trying to sue you, and people are seeing what they really did. People are seeing the real of how these people and or said persons tried to take you down. Now remember, these cards, they come up any which way because it's a lot of cards to turn upright. So I just leave them as they are because I feel like once I shuffle them, however they come out is how they're supposed to come out. I don't disrupt it once it's done like that. So what we got first? Social Security. I cared for you until I didn't was the same color. So somebody didn't care about you being protected from ridicule, abuse, trauma, anything like that. Somebody didn't care about you. They didn't care about your safety. That's what I'm getting. But you know, we got to finish the line out to see. Arguments equal enlightenments. So they're arguing about this behind the scene, and people are getting hip to what they did and how they just left you out there vulnerable. That's what I'm getting. But like I said, let's finish the line. Ursula in reverse. Remember, Ursula was the evil octopus from the Little Mermaid. People are, hold on, we got one more. We got G. And then there's also something on the other side. But I don't uncover the other side until we get all the way through. So somebody that could possibly start with the letter G was behind the scenes being very cruel to you. Possibly because you were beautiful. You were loved. You could probably sing. They probably wanted to be you. And people are arguing about this because they are enlightened about how this person had no regard for your safety and was bullying you and had no, they didn't care about the danger they were putting you in by bullying you, possibly on social platforms and with others in social groups. What we got for Social Security? Attack. Yeah. They attacked you publicly to put you in danger. They attacked you publicly to lessen your security and put you in danger. Arguments equal enlightenment in reverse. Hidden accounts. Yeah, they were doing... This person was making fake accounts. This person was making fake accounts to attack you within groups, on social media, to put you in dangerous situations. Ursula. 6 years to initiate. They've been doing this for a long time. They've been doing this for 6, possibly more years, bullying you on social media and within social groups to ensure that you have no protection from their attacks. G. The math ain't mathin'. It is now. People were confused at first, but they getting it now. And they're arguing about what they know. They're arguing about what they know because the bullying, the lies, the slander, the deceit, all of that, it didn't make sense as to why somebody was doing this. But they figured out that this Ursula person, somebody that wanted to be you, wanted your life, wanted to copycat you, had been doing this way longer than what they knew. And they found out about them hidden accounts. And it's a lot of drama going on because now they know how they tried to hide that they were attacking you via social media, the internet, and groups to put you in dangerous positions. They were attacking you with groups to put you in dangerous positions, right? But those attacks were hidden. It was hidden that this is what they were doing. There's arguing going on in the background because people are enlightened about what they did. Because those hidden accounts that they used to do this are no longer hidden. Whoever was attacking you hid the fact that they hated how loved you were and that they wanted to be you. And this is over the last 6 years, possibly more. But now everybody knows how long this person was bullying you through the internet and amongst other social groups. The math ain't mathing in reverse. Yeah, it is. They get it. They are finally figuring out who this person really is. And they want to know, why has this person been trying to do this to you under the radar for so long? The math ain't mathing in reverse. They putting 2 and 2 together. Them arguments going on in the background, they arguing because now they know. Now they know you're not who this person said you were. They know it. Just a jealous, envious spirit. The letter G could be significant. Social security attack. Web. They didn't want to be connected to this. Web in reverse. They didn't want to be connected to all of these accounts that they used to attack you. Hidden accounts, arguments equal enlightenment. Set you up to get you fired. That's what they did. In reverse. In reverse. They hid that too. That's something else that people are arguing about. Because they found out all of these accounts. They found all of these fake accounts to get you messed up in life, to get you put out. Whether it was put out of a home, lose a job, lose family, lose friends, lose contacts, lose associates. They found out. They found the accounts they used. Those accounts are no longer hidden. They found the accounts they used to get you messed up. It's out. This Ursula character went to the extreme. And I'm not body shaming anybody, but it was probably a larger scaled individual that was jealous of your petite frame. If you are petite. Somebody that thought that they were bigger, let's just say this, somebody that thought that they were bigger than you came for you because they thought you was a small fry. Let's do it that way. Ursula, 6 years to initiate. Practice. Yeah, you damn right she had some practice. He or she. They did this a lot. They did this a lot. They did this a lot. They practiced this. They practiced this. They practiced what to do. And how, come through. They practiced what to do and how not to get caught. They had a secret plan that they practiced so it would never be traced back to them, and the attacks on you would be hidden. These folk, yeah. The math ain't math in reverse, because it is G. The revolution will be televised. Them hidden accounts are now seen. They probably seen on the internet. Somebody has exposed the hidden accounts. Just like they wanted you to be bullied on the internet and within social groups to lessen your protection, baby, it's revolution time. In the same way the collective was ridiculed in front of friends and family and the World Wide Web, oh, sweetheart, don't think you're getting away. It's going to be bigger this time. The internet is bigger these days. This person, I'm looking at the years, this person was doing it when people were just learning how to do all this stuff. People wasn't really too savvy on hackers and fake pages and things at that time. But oh, no. See, we're living in a different day and age. My sweetness. Your downfall will be televised. Because your connection to all of this is no longer hidden, baby. Confirmation. Social Security attack web. Who you see on the way up, you see on the way down. So while they were getting clout for doing you bad, you're going to see their downfall. You're going to see their downfall. Enlightenment, argument equals enlightenment in reverse. Hidden accounts set you up to get fired in reverse. Case by case. That blue. It was hidden that they had been doing this for a while. But now the pieces are being connected. They got to go through case by case, account by account. All of those hidden accounts, hidden accounts. They going through account by account. They checking them IPs. They checking the friends list. They checking the pictures, the videos, all of that. They're putting the pieces together. They're connecting this Ursula character to all of these attacks, even though they thought they were hidden. Nah, son. Your ass is out here. You wanted to be hidden. And maybe even at one time you were. You wanted to stay hidden. Practice. 6 years to initiate. Ursula in reverse. Deranged. In reverse. This person practiced how to look rational, how to look reasonable, and how not to look mentally ill. So they could set you up to lose everything. This person practiced mental stability. This person practiced being sane so they could set you up to get fired. How you practice being sane? Like, what you do? You be talking to yourself? Hey, shut up, smile. How you tell yourself? How you tell yourself not to be crazy, bro? Hey, shut up. You're losing it again. You're losing it. Count to 10. Count to 10. Oh, man. Give this heifer an Oscar. The mask has came off. The mask has definitely came off. Because how do you pretend not to be crazy? How do you pretend not to be deranged? Okay, let's go through what deranged means. Cause someone to become insane, throw into confusion, disturb regular order. That's what they wanted to do to you, so they could look like you. And it's in the same line of Ursula. Ursula was crazy. But she wanted to look like Ariel, did she not? Just like in Aladdin. Jafar was crazy, but he wanted to look like Jasmine, did he not? And the crazy thing about both of those Disney cartoons is Ursula and Jafar could change their bodies, but they could not change their faces. That's a lesson for your ass right there. You can change what you look like, but you cannot change who you are. This is going to my tarot reading today, titled, "They Tried to Steal and Imitate Your Spirituality and Got Caught." It's on my S.E.Tarot99 page. You guys might want to check that out. But that's so crazy. You can change what you look like, but you cannot change who you are. I just see somebody tweaking, and their eyes start twitching, and they start telling themselves, "Shut up! Hey, don't do that. Don't do that." Count to 10 backwards. Okay, let me get through this. G, the math ain't mathin'. The revolution will be televised. Starter wife, husband. So this person was always close, but no cigar. It's going to be seen that they were never first choice. They were never the draft pick. They was the water boy. And that was hidden. They wanted to hide that, and that's why they attacked you. Because they could never be you. They could never be wifey or husband material. They could never be that to you, for you, or to anyone for that matter. And they were mad at that. That's wild. All right, last line. Social Security. Attack. Web in reverse. Who you see on the way up, you see on the way down. Body scrub. Environment, clans, relationships, spiritual connections, home. Yeah. They tried to erase who you are. I'm telling you, this is my tarot reading. They tried to erase everything about you. Hide you. So they could take your place. Whoever G is, and we're going to get to G at the end of this reading. G tried to erase you. Let me find out. It better not be somebody's grandma. It better not be somebody's grandma. Because you need to sit your ass down, Nana. Doing all this. Take your meds and go to sleep. You should be watching Matlock or the Golden Girls. Living a happy life. Eating pork rinds and cracklings or something. Stop doing this, Nana. That's why they want to put you in a home. Arguments, equal alignment, hidden accounts. Set you up to get fired in reverse. Case by case in reverse. Trust. Don't nobody trust these people. There is no trust. Now that these people know what this person did, now that they found these accounts and figured out why they were doing this, nobody trusts this person no more. Because everybody knows what they tried to do to you. They tried to erase you. They tried to hide you. And then they tried to hide that they were doing this with fake accounts. Case by case. Start a wife, start a husband. Case by case. I think people are finding out that you're not the only one they did this to. They wanted to make sure people didn't trust you. Whoever this G is, and like I said, better not be somebody's grandma, because then you don't get the fuck. I respect my elders, but come on, man. They tried to erase your good name so nobody would trust you. Ursula in reverse. 6 years to initiate. Practice. You know what? Yo. Somebody wanted to make you look like a Ursula in reverse, and they have been doing this for years. They wanted to make you look evil, and they have been doing this for years. And they were practicing how not to be crazy, because that's what they are. They were practicing how to be rational like you, how to be reasonable like you, how not to show any mental illness like you. 6 years to initiate. Look at that. This person has been trying to steal your identity for 6 years and imitating you. Imitating you so people would know that they are freaking nutso. That's wild. Because you're not an Ursula. But guess who is? It's giving me Martin. What comedy special was it? I can't remember right now. But he says, you didn't see no signs of being crazy. Deranged. You so crazy. Yep. That's what it's giving me right now. Martin, you so crazy. This heifer or heffet, whatever, was crazy. They was crazy. And they were trying to come off not crazy. That's why I told you I keep getting that voice. Hey, your eye twitching. Stop it. Count to 10. Count to 10, goddammit. They're gonna know you're not alright. Like they have little people talking to them in their head, trying to tell them how to not be crazy. Oh man. Alright, let me get through this. Alright, Ursula in reverse. 6 years to initiate. Practice deranged the reverse. You know that's a damn lie. Scissors. They were hoping that by pretending to be you, they could cut you out. They were hoping that by erasing who you are truly, nobody would trust you and they could cut you out. They were literally hoping by realigning your story with hidden accounts that nobody would trust you, you would have no protection, and they could cut you out. He's so crazy. Last card. G, the math ain't mathin'. The revolution will be televised. Start a wife, husband. They never loved you because they don't love themselves. In reverse. That's what they didn't want you to know. They didn't love themselves, which is why they did this. They didn't love themselves. That's why they did this. So let's turn it the way the 2 out of the 3 cards are. Let's just, yeah. The revolution will be televised in reverse. Hidden accounts. They didn't want people to know this. But after finding those accounts, after seeing those accounts, somebody put this on the internet. Somebody said something about what, you probably said something about what was being done to you, and you probably said it publicly and on the internet. And you let people know, oh, this person, they have no love for themselves. They don't care about themselves. And they did not want the world to know. Wow. Wowsy bagowsy. What's on the bottom? John 8:36. If the Son sets you free, then you will be free indeed. All they had to do was love themselves. But instead, they wanted to disconnect themselves. They couldn't, how do I say this? They couldn't connect to themselves, so they decided to attack you. And they hid that part. They didn't like themselves. So they lashed out and tried to attack you. And and like I said, they probably did it to several people. You feel me? Since I turned it this way for John, we're going to keep it that way. Hot foot. Walk, run quickly and eagerly. Now they're trying to get away. They thought this was funny. They were trying to stop you from moving forward. They were trying to cause you real issues. And now they're trying to get away. Document in reverse. Who you see on the way up, you see on the way down. It's documented. It's documented. They trying to get rid of evidence. No, baby. If they did this to you and you said something, you spoke something, you had proof, those were the hidden documents. They thought you didn't have that. You could have had something from 5, 10, 15, 37, 11 years ago. And they didn't know that. They thought it was hidden. March, Mercury. We are in Mercury retrograde. Hangman. Somebody has to surrender. 21, the world, the end of a cycle, complete. This shit is over, my G. Acknowledgement. People are acknowledging how crazy this person was. And people are also seeing how sane you were. People are also seeing that they tried to hide how they set you up to lose things. Probably saying that you set them up. Ride the wave. Yeah, they can't ride it no more. This bitch about to drown. It's over. It's definitely over. Because they were greedy. That greed is all connecting back to them. Even though they wanted to hide it. No, sweetheart. Everybody is seeing how greedy you were in the background. It's no longer hidden. Fortuna. This was destined to happen. This was definitely supposed to happen. This is your good luck and their worst nightmare. S.E.T.ORACLE. Literal hunger for food. Figurative hunger such as an intense desire for wealth or power. What did I tell you? Didn't greed just come out? Confirmation. They did all of this because they wanted to be you so bad. They wanted everything you had. The price is right. You see on your way up, you see on your way down. You're damn right it is. They were probably paid to do this. They paid people to help them do this. Because they thought as long as they had the money to do this, they would never get caught. Telegram. They thought nobody was going to get the message. They thought nobody was going to get the message that the math ain't mathing. But they did. They did. And everybody sees how they tried to destiny swap with you, how long they did this, and that they practiced. They copycatted you. Everything they did was just like you. So you could be seen like them and they could be seen like you. Adopted. They adopted your personality. They scrubbed you of your personality so you wouldn't be trusted, and people would cut ties with you so they could adopt who you are. They sacrificed you. I didn't even realize it. It says sacrifice. They wanted to be accepted as you by sacrificing you. Last card. Early retirement. Nah. Ain't no living free on this. They thought they were going to be able to. They thought they were going to keep people confused. But that ain't even how it's going down, Charlie Brown. They got a lot of karma to pay back. And if this person thought, if they thought that they were going to be living a good life in your energy, trying to convince people that they are you with they crazy ass. I'm getting Tammy from Martin and Pam. This is a Tammy. This person is definitely a Tammy. They don't know how not to be crazy. But they practice for a very long time. What's this G? Didn't I say I was going to put the G? Meraki. To do something with soul, creativity, or love. To leave a piece and essence of yourself in something that they do. This person wanted to be you so bad. They wanted to be you so bad. They wanted to be soulful and loved and be as creative as you. They wanted to have your essence because this is who you are. You leave a piece of love and heartiness in everything that you do. And this person can't do that. They wanted to be you so bad. But the only way that they could be you is if they scrubbed you away. They attacked you to where people didn't trust you, didn't want to come near you, would cut you off. And all the while, for 6+ years, they had to act like they wasn't crazy. They had to act like they was you instead of themselves. Could you imagine, in the episode Martin, could you imagine Tammy being outside for 6 years, having to pretend not to be crazy? She wouldn't have lasted 6 days. I don't even think she made it a week in that episode. But everybody is seeing the lengths this mentally unhinged person went to try and be you. And man, you had to see it to believe it.